Hi, I'm Daniel Southwood.
And I'm Ross Campbell, and for this assignment our topic will be pumped hydro storage.
What is a pumped hydro storage system? Basically, water is transported from one lower reservoir to a higher reservoir. A lower reservoir could be a lake, a river, or even the sea. The water is then stored in an upper reservoir until energy generation is required, where the water travels downstream to a turbine to produce electricity.
So the purpose of pumped hydro storage is to basically act as a massive battery, so that during high production and low demand times, excess energy is used to pump water up to the reservoirs to store the energy now as gravitational potential energy. Then during peak loads where high generation is needed, or during spells of low production, this water is released and electricity is generated by the other turbines at the pumped hydro storage. So to give you a quick history on pumped hydro storage, it was first used on a small scale in Zurich, Switzerland in 1882. From here it was further developed, and the first reversible turbines were used in 1931 in Germany. These turbines meant that when under power they could act as pumps, and then when not they could act as generating turbines, effectively taking out half the infrastructure needed. In 1962 in Wales, a pumped hydro system was built as a landmark, and this can be seen in the picture beside us. Currently now the largest pumped hydro storage in the world is in Bath County, USA. This has a whopping capacity of 3,003 megawatts of storage.
Currently in the world there is over 100 gigawatts of pumped hydro storage, currently none of which is in New Zealand. But just how big is 100 gigawatts? It is equivalent to 600 million PV solar panels, 50,000 wind turbines, 10 billion LED lights, or even 130 million horses. Now we have talked about all the positives of pumped hydro storage, it is time to cover the consequences. First of all, pumped hydro storage is dependent on excess energy production from other sources such as wind or solar farming. There is also energy losses during operation. There is potential for evaporation losses in the upper reservoir seepages or pipe leakages, and also losses from pumping and turbine efficiencies.
There is also the potential for some serious environmental impacts caused by pumped hydro. One impact could be that to aquatic life, so the likes of fish habitat and environment could be destroyed by the release of water, but at the same time fish themselves could also be sucked up through the pumps or pushed back down through the turbines, causing greater impact on their lifespan. It could also cause damage by flooding. By building these reservoirs you take up a large amount of land, and so there will be a large amount of land that has to be flooded unless it is already inundated with water. You also could alter the flows of rivers and surrounding waterways. This could have impacts on things further like sediment deposits, so it could increase, it could decrease sediment deposits, but that is a case-by-case basis that would have to be assessed by engineers. So listed here are a couple of the papers that we found very useful for finding the information in this presentation, but also listed Google Scholar and the UC catalogues. They have a lot of good information in there, so if you're interested in finding out more, go for a look. Cheers for listening, everybody. Once again, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, cheers.